So if you're a prepper or anything like that where you have a bunch of weapons and everything stockpiled and you're ready for some kind of apocalyptic event, which everybody should be because the world is really going crazy lately, but a lot of people get guns, they get knives, and that's about it. And you kind of ignore blunt weapons. Well, I'm here to show you a few options that you can think of for weapons like clubs and types of stuff like that that you can make yourself that you don't have to spend money on. You think of a blunt weapon, first thought is usually like a baseball bat. And this is just an old beat up aluminum bat. I use this for a lot of stuff. It's just a beater bat. And in the off chance of like a zombie apocalypse or something like that, a baseball bat is fine. I don't like this one personally. It's beat to hell. It's just some old piece of crap that I keep in my room just in case. You never know. But there are other options that you can think of besides a baseball bat because a lot of them, you're going to be swinging two-handed. You can swing it one-handed, but you're not going to get as effective as a hit. And we're going to look at some different options for just simple homemade clubs and stuff like that that you can make yourself. And the first one, and I'm pretty sure I've had all of these on my channel before. I'm not sure about one of them, but this one I know I had. The first one is the tomahawk. Now I know mine's a little curved right here, don't mind that. But basically all it is I took one small sapling, I guess, kind of tree, and I cut that down, and then I cut another piece off. And for mine, I just put two nails in the top, two long nails that go into the handle. And then I wrapped it all in the electrical tape. I did take the bark off too, so yeah, definitely take the bark off. But you just take two decent sized sticks, nail them, wrap them up, or whatever you want to do, and you have a very lethal and effective weapon. You can carry it any way you want, hit it any way you want. You can swing it this way if you would like. And if you know what you're doing, you can carry it like this and just bash with it. And even hitting this way, it's very effective. And it's just an all-around good club. Super easy to make. You can make these in literally a few minutes just by cutting down a couple crappy little trees in your yard or something. Got a couple nails and maybe some electrical tape, you're all set. So the next one I want to show you is almost as simple as that, but a little more lethal. Okay, so this one I made quite some time ago. I made this a long time ago. I don't even remember when. But this one is literally just a branch that I smoothed out a little. I just carved it with a knife. I put some tape around here. This is medical tape that I got out of a crappy old first aid kit. And I put that on here for grip. And then in the end, I drilled a hole and I put a big bolt through it. And then I kind of took it to the bench grinder. I didn't really sharpen it. Like, it's not like a nail per se, but I didn't want it to be flat. I wanted it to be able to pierce into stuff and then be able to pull back out. But yeah, if you want to make something like this in the event of like a zombie apocalypse or something, this thing is devastating and it's super simple to make. You can just get any branch, put some grip tape on it, drill a hole, put a bolt in it. You don't even have to sharpen the bolt if you don't want, but I did. And this thing is lethal, extremely lethal. And I would not want to get hit with it. Seriously, it's just a branch and a bolt. So there are very, very simple options for weapons you can make. Now I have one more that I've used on the channel, and basically this one's gonna be kind of different than the rest. It's still extremely lethal, but this one's quite brutal. So yeah, let's move on to the last one. So the last one I have here is I had a few years back a little throwing tomahawk that I probably got for like $10, and it looked funny because it didn't look like an axe. It kind of looked like a bird beak sort of thing, and the handle broke when I was throwing it, and I didn't care. I bought it to throw until I broke it, but after it broke, I had the broken head for it and thought, you know, I can make something pretty cool out of that. So I took a piece of wood and I just made a slice in the top. I put the tomahawk head to there, and you can see what I mean about beak shape. And then I put a bolt in here because there was holes in it, so that keeps it nice and tight in place. And then I put a hose clamp on the top and bottom. You can kind of see that on the side. So this is very secure in here. And then I wrapped the whole thing in electrical tape just because it looked better. And I kind of carved down the end of the handle so it fits my hand better. This thing is a super lethal, effective, deadly, deadly club. This thing will not only bash on either side, but it'll penetrate. And I would not want to get hit with any of these, let alone something like this. Now I keep this one by my bed just for the hell of it because, I don't know, I just always have, but since I made it anyways. But yeah, if you have old broken tools like tomahawks and stuff like that, I kind of said that weird, but if you have like old tomahawks or anything that you broke and you don't know what to do with them, but you don't want to just toss them, you know, make a lethal, brutal club or something. I destroyed a lot of stuff with this thing, and I can't even imagine what it would do to a person. Now, I'm not advocating to go out and hurt anybody. That's definitely not the case. It's just in the off chance that you're in some kind of apocalyptic scenario, something like this will come in quite handy. You can carry it one hand, swing it one-handed. It's light, it's effective, it's brutal, and you still got a free hand to do whatever you want. And even if you took both of these and dual wielded them, you're going to have an absolutely lethal combination, and you're going to do some serious damage. So, yeah, if you want to have melee weapons in your kit, baseball bats are fine, but there are other options, and you don't even have to buy them. You can make stuff like this. And even something like this, you know, once I had this thing broke, I made this whole thing in like 10 minutes. It doesn't take long at all. And now I have an extremely lethal, devastating weapon. So, yeah, and it's way better than the original tomahawk. That wouldn't have been very deadly. The thing was like, you know, it was tiny. Now I have a brutal club with it. So just some things to consider if you're a prepper or anything, or if you believe some kind of apocalypse is coming and you want some good melee weapons and you don't want to spend a ton of money on them, go outside and make some stuff. You can hit somebody with anything, and if you put a few things together in certain ways, they become extremely lethal. So get creative, make some cool stuff, and that's pretty much it. So I hope you liked the video. Make sure you subscribe, and anything else you want to add, let me know in the comments down below.